Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Faisal and today I would like to tell you about Why We Don't Prepare for Earthquakes by Stephen Eberle. Never before in human history, many people known so much about a risk so large that we have never experienced before. But I've experienced it right alongside my wife, which is why this idea is so personal and important to me. I'm gonna tell our story at the very end. To begin with, I wanna tell you a new story that of the Pacific Northwest. It begins with 3,000 miles away, to be exact, 3,000 miles beneath your feet. Because up from that spot in the core, there's massive column of magma, which is rising to two massive plates out at the sea. And those two plates are spreading in opposite directions, but their journey is the same. Right now, the Juan de Fuca plate is sliding underneath your feet in the exact same way that the Pacific plate is sliding beneath Japan. Now, the story doesn't end here because that plate is, as it drives the friction and the depth causes it to melt. It becomes full of magma. It rises to the surface and creates landscape. This process creates Mount Fuji, Mount Hood, Mount Rainier, and Mount St. Helens. This process is called subduction. This process may occur a big earthquake. It's really worrying because not only we are not ready, but because we aren't actually decided to get ready. And we have two reasons why we are not ready. The first reason is we think that we don't know what to do, and this is ironic because we should have known that subduction can cause destruction. Will we willingly go camping if we should or not? Some people may be ready for an earthquake, but is there any of us expect other people to get ready for an earthquake? That's what called the common sense gap. When you know what the smart thing is, but you don't expect others to do it, that is what common sense gap is. How we bridge the common sense gap? By building what is called a permission structure. So, how we do it? We must start off by doing it by ourselves so other people will imitate our act. Then, if there is someone who doesn't want to do it, everyone will pressure him to do it. So, this is a good thing. Don't forget to share this information to the loved ones too, so that everyone will be safe too. There is a story about some tribes who also experienced an earthquake tsunami event like us, with zero casualties. It is because they established a permission structure generation ago after a forgotten tsunami. And when the moment came, they knew how to get to the high ground. What about us? Do we have the same wisdom as them? That's all for me. Thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.